killer in the world, coronavirus. Welcome to our newsroom. Following the example of other institutions, the Djiboutian Coast Guard allows children of the center to discover the Musha Island, very taking for tourists and holidaymakers a pleasant time within the framework of social activity. Colonel Wais Umar Bogore, commanders of the Coast Guard, had the great pleasure to welcome in the mornings of August 26, 2020 in the General Directorate of the Coast Guard about 40 children's borders of the Center for the Protection of Children to organize jointly with Ms. Zamzam Abdi Ahmed, the Director General of the Center for the Protection of Children, a safe trip to the precious island of Musha. It is with great enthusiasm and motivation that the Coast Guard took charge of transport and escort of children from the Center for the Protection of Children to take them to the wharf down. The Coast Guard, which prepared itself well for this event, mobilized the search and rescue teams to enable young children to enjoy the magic of the maritime heritage of our countries, and especially that of Musha Island, in complete safety. An adequate security system for the event was put in place by distributing life jackets and asking the Coast Guard rescue team to carefully organize the escorts not only of the boat carrying the children, so the staff of the Center for Protection of Children, but also to initiate them once on site on the island of Musha the basic techniques of swimming. The summer animation organized by the Secretary of State for Youth and Sports in partnership with the Minister of Women and Family, the Ministry of Budget, the Minister of Interior Communication, the Mayor of Djibouti City, the National Olympic Committee, Djibouti Sports Clubs at the complex Fahad Balbala, musical entertainment in the presence of several artists and national groups occurred present at the ceremony, where the Secretary of State for Youth and Sport, Hassan Mohammed Kamil, the Minister of Communication responsible for Post and Telecommunication, Radwan Abdullahi Bahdoun, the President of Olympic Committee, Aisha Ali Grad, and the Mayor of Djibouti, Fatuma Awali Usman. This musical animation starts the whole month of August and aim to channel and fill their program guides with young people during the school vacations. These activities were reproduced on the various major axes of the capital for all Djiboutians to benefit.
Ouverte à l'humanité, terre d'hospitalité, de paix et d'égalité, tout ça contre la diversité. Ouverte à l'humanité, terre d'hospitalité, de paix et d'égalité, pour ça contre la diversité. Djibouti, 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 ma patrie, ma raison, ma joie, mon espoir, horizon de sagesse. Djibouti, 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 ma patrie, ma raison, ma joie, mon espoir, horizon de sagesse.
The National Tourist Office of Djibouti today launched a training awareness workshop on the master plan health in the tourist establishment HACCP standards in the restaurant and hotel industry for professionals and representatives of accommodations and catering, chaired by the Director of the National Office of Tourists, Mr. Usman Abdi Mohammed, and this is in the presence of the Secretary General of the Ministry of Urbanism, Environment, Tourism, Mr. Dini Abdallah Umar, the focal point of the reinforced integrated framework, Mr. Hiba Ahmed Hiba, and this training is a sensitization workshop on the control and sanitary planes of food safety is also organized thanks to the partnership of the reinforced integrated framework and in collaboration with the management of the National Laboratory of Food Analysis. The objective of this training and awareness workshop is to have a better understanding of the principles, rules, and ethics relating to the control of the health plan and HACCP standards, are terms also used in the hotel and restaurant industry. The Director of the National Tourist Office, Mr. Usman Abdi Mohammed, has tell us more in this report.
C'est pour moi un réel plaisir de m'adresser à vous à l'occasion de cette cérémonie marquant l'ouverture de l'atelier de formation.
It is for me a real pleasure to address you on the occasion of this ceremony making the opening of the training and awareness workshop on the control of sanitary plans in tourist establishments and standards at CP, in catering in the hotel industry, and expresses all our gratitude and thanks to you for having responded to our invitation. I would then like to express my thanks to our main partner, the enhanced integrated framework, for all the efforts made to contribute to the promotion of tourism in Djibouti. At the same time, I would like to express my thanks to my colleagues, particularly to the Secretary General of the Ministry of Urban Planning at the focal point of the integration, and to the Director of the National Laboratory of Food Analysis for their unfailing collaboration in this regard. Allow me to remind you that the objectives of this training and sensitization workshop is to have a better appropriation of the principles and ethical rules relating to the implementation of a sanitary plan and the respect of the standards in RAF to CCP, a term moreover used in the hotel and catering industry. This training must allow professionals to acquire the necessary capacities to organize and direct the catering activity in hygienic conditions. This is why I could not but remind you to encourage you to become aware of the capital importance of the requirements issued by the authorities in terms of hygiene and food safety, and to respect them in your professional environment.
The Secretary General of the Ministry of Urbanism, Dini Abdallah Umar, has indicated the importance of this meeting. Listen to this video.
Tourism is an important sector for the Djiboutian economy. It is a job-creating sector. Many people find work and income in tourism and allow it. Of course, hotels and restaurants play an important role. Secondly, I would like to insist that we find in the context of COVID-19 that the tourist season is about to start soon, in a month's time. It is going to be the cool season, so it's going to be the tourist season. And we hope that tourism will resume as usual, but in a particular context where sanitary measures will have to be taken to prevent the spread of COVID-19. And in this context, hotels and restaurants have a role to play in putting measures in place, including hand-washing measures, social distancing measures, for example, not putting several people on the same table unless they are from the same family, but keeping a distance between tables to prevent the spread of the virus in this workshop is timely for training, and I thank the trainer. It will give you the expertise and knowledge you need.
The Minister of National Education Vocational Training offered to the primary school students on Thursday 27th and Friday 28 August an unforgettable stays in Arta for the fourth wave of 100 primary school students composed of 20 students from Dikhil and 80 students from Ali Sabih, and from 80 from the capital city, including 70% of the Balbala municipality, 13% of Bulaus Rastika municipality. The National Gendarmerie, which has been in charge of the school quarters since the beginning of the summer camp program, has shown as usual during this visit a flawless professionalism by ensuring the security of these devices composed of 100 students and 20 accompanying persons. This trip honored by the presence of the the deputy prefect, accompanied by the inspector of Arta, Ali Sabih, and Dakhil region is had, like of the last 3 trips, a triple objective: development, discovery, and leisure were also present. The head of the school sport department and all the BAFA animator. The visit, first of all, under the supervision of the pedagogical counselor, Mr. Saad Hassan, by the students of Dakhil, Ali Sabih, of the Inter-Armed Military Academy of Arta, was a significant moment for these students who, after being welcomed by the brass band, were able to survey all the alleys and get acquainted with the structures of this institution, which is the pride of Arta's region. As part of the twinning programs initiated by the Secretary of State for Youth and Sports, His Excellency Hassan Mohammed Kamil, the youth of the White City arrived this afternoon in the city of Dakhil. Upon their arrival, the delegations of the White City, led by its regional deputy director, the local elected representatives and presidents of Youth Sports Commissions, Maki Ahmed, has welcomed at the entrance of the city by the leaders of the regions, including the Abu Mohammed, Vice President of the Regional Council, as well as staff of the regional deputy animators. Then the delegation is quickly invited to take their lunches offered by the President of the Regional Council, Mr. The Palm Grove of Dakhil. Still in the context of welcome, delegations was received by the next mornings by the President of the Council, who also wished them welcome and said he was delighted to exchanges and weaving between the North and South. The training of canteen for the girl in Tajura, about 13 canteen men and women from schools in the region of Tajura, participate during 2 days in the training organized at a dormitory of the college of Tajura. The objective of this training were to improve the quality of canteen girls' services, to strengthen and develop their professional skills in terms of catering. During the training, they were asked to put their know-how into the practice by preparing dishes in lines with the weekly menu proposed to the restaurant, while respecting the recipe standards and times allotted for cooking to ensure the investment and appropriations of the new knowledge. The President of the Regional Council, Mr. Omar Hussein, attended the closing of the training and urged the implementation, urged the canteen women to take into the consideration the clarification, adjustments, and advice given to them during the trainings in order to increase the efficiency of their practices and the quality of their services. He also reminded them of the strict observance of barrier measures in the workplace. Geldon family is actively looking for their son, Awale Abdi Geldon, aged 14. He has been missing for 3 days from his homes in Hayable in the municipality of Balbala. Anyone who sees Awale Abdi Geldon is asked to go to Hayable police stations and call Awale Mahmoud Geldon at the following number: 7777 1077. For the international scene, global coronavirus cases have surged past 25 million, according to the Johns Hopkins University on Sunday. Listen to this report.
Global coronavirus cases have surged past 25 million, according to the Johns Hopkins University on Sunday. The university's trackers said 842,702 people have died from the virus worldwide. India on Sunday reported 78,761 new COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours, a dramatic world record that brings the country's caseload to over 3.5 million, the world's highest after US and Brazil. India also reported 948 deaths, bringing the country's death toll to over 63,000. The surge in infections comes as the country reopens its subway networks and allows sports and regional events from next month as part of the efforts to revive the economy.
The leader of Italy decided to help the migrants on the boat carried by the street artist Banksy. More detail with Dini Musa.
The leaders of Italy decided to help the migrants on the boat chartered by the street artist Banksy. The Italian Coast Guard responded Saturday to distress messages in the Mediterranean Sea from the ship Louis Michel, evacuating the 49 most vulnerable people as a priority. Given the dangerousness of the situation, the Coast Guard sent a patrol boat from Lampedusa to the scene, which took on board the 49 people considered most fragile, including 32 women, 13 children, and 4 men. They said the body of a deceased migrant who also evacuated to Lampedusa. The Louis Michel, which rescued a total of 290 migrants at sea into operations, was then in a search and rescue area of the state of Malta. But due to the expected deterioration of maritime weather conditions in the region, Malta contacted the Italian Coast Guard to carry out the operation.
This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.